Guys, we have a continuation from a video. I'll piece it together, but basically he was talking about the ultimate truck chassis. So let's start again.
And that's with the, you know, being on airbags. And now airbags to me is, you know, a rubber bellow, you know, with a shock dampener on there on front and rear. So it's not going to be an air over shock, you know, from companies out there that do have them out there, which they're great products. So for me, it's a chassis that gets 9 inches of travel, front and rear, lays frame, lays rocker, but also can perform. This truck will have 355s in the front and rear. We're just doing it to have the steamrollers on the front and rear just to show that you can do this on a production built chassis, but also have it where it can drive. And as I say this now, I welcome anybody out there at this event that wants to take our truck for a drive. They can drive it. And nice. You know, if you crash it, you have to pay for it, of course, but I mean, but still, you can still drive the truck if you like, just to see how it drives and handles. And I'm not going to say that we're going to be the fastest out there, but I will say we'll have one of the very few bag chassis that lays frame that has over 700 horsepower, but also that can drive and perform and be comfortable. And at the end of the day, you know, it's all production built parts that you can buy off Scott's Hot Rods' website or its online catalog. And,
well, that's awesome news. So here's the deal. He's taking the ultimate chassis and made it reality. He's going to make it reality. We already talked about the chassis, his chassis that he's using, the truck that he's going to use. I know it's a C10, yeah. Okay? The motor and everything, but he knows the criteria. So if you are a frame builder and you think you can do what he's doing, we challenge you. That's what Shop Talk's all about. We're going to different shops.
And again, this is on airbags, not coilovers.
On airbags. On airbags.
So, and like I said, I think it's going to be fun for all the chassis companies out there that are going to be participating in this event. And it's not a matter of who's better or who's worse, but just everybody coming together as a team and just having a good time that weekend, and everybody getting along. Yeah. Okay, but I'm trying to get Ernie to do like the biggest burnout contest, and that's not smoking the tires and popping them. It's doing like a, you know, at least 20-30 yard burnout.
An Australian burnout.
Shifting through all the gears, and who can do the biggest smoky burnout? Because to me, that's cool too. You know.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
So I'm going to see if we have enough room to do this 20-yard burnout. It'd be awesome. We talked about we're making fun. If we can get John Force to be the judge of the burnout, that'd be awesome. But we're going to see. So what I want to do is I want to walk with you. We're going to walk in their shop right here. So what he's got here is, listen, I'm a Chevy guy, and I saw one of the baddest Fords, and it's still in his birthday suit, if you know what I mean. So let's take a quick look. Give us an idea, and also a Dodge. So here you guys go. Go ahead, Scotty. Talk about this.
We have a you know, right behind a 66 panel truck right here that we're building for a lady out of the Ohio area.
Okay, here we go.
And this is on one of our bag chassis that she brought basically a used LS motor from a wreck yard she got. But we're going to freshen the motor up. Behind this truck here, we have a 66 GMC truck being built for a great customer in Las Vegas, Nevada. This truck has pretty insane amount of metalwork in this truck. On one of our back chassis, has a supercharged Ellismer from Texas Speed, 1100 horsepower at the crank. This truck, in my opinion, will probably be the baddest GMC truck ever built out there. It has our new C10 hood hinges that bolts on the firewall on an airbag chassis that clears the wheel wells. These are inner fender wells that we manufacture for this truck. Again, handmade. Bumpers are being hand fabricated. So like I said, be a radical little piece. Behind is a 67 C10 truck we're doing for a guy out of Georgia. This truck has one of our C10 Culver chassis. The grill, we actually remade the whole grill and recessed it in 2¼ inches recessed in. It gives it really a nice, you know, new modern look to it. This guy's putting just an LS3 530 horse motor in it. This is an 84 Dodge D100 truck, of all things, a Dodge truck, as we say. And
here's the
it takes a lot of work to make a Dodge look cool. And we work with Eric Rockmeyer out of Florida. This has a new Hellcat motor in it with 6 speed in it. This has our full coilover chassis on here, running 12s and 10s front and rear. Top's been recreated, reshaped, wheel walls reflared, reshaped, moved forward at 2 inches. Sits about 4 inches off the ground. And everything we do is a TIG welded metal finish. We don't have a can of Bondo in our shop. We don't primer nothing here. Yes, this is Eastern Tennessee. It's humidity, it does rust, but we have Scotch-Brite and Gibbs that works awesome. That's what we got there. Now over here we have a little Olds 88 in Texas. We basically have made the quarter panels, tail pan, rockers, doors all from scratch because you can't buy parts for an Olds 88 rocket. 69 Ford truck.
Look at this, guys.
I would say it's probably the baddest Ford truck that's being done right now. Now, is it done? No, it's not done. We've been building this truck for about 26,000 years. It's not done yet. We don't push a lot of pictures of this truck online, and this truck has one of our bag chassis, has a new Coyote motor from Roush Racing. The motor, I think, is about 580 horsepower. And here it's got all of our new taillights for the Ford truck. It's got some new door handles that we're making, but these are not production built pieces right now. Dash is all hand fabricated. The glove box detail tray made there has our billet cup holders, our billet detail of the console, the dash, the glove box, the F100 logo, the AC control, the dash cluster, the brake and gas pedal. The bumpers in this truck are all hand fabricated, as you can see, and they're made of 14 gauge sheet. That will actually be done in a chrome finish by Advanced Plating in Portland, Tennessee. But this is going to be done like in a brush chrome of some sort. Inner fender wells, as you can see here, are all hand fabricated. And all these fender wells, even though these are blind fasteners, everything can be removed from the fasteners that are underneath the fender wells. Our new 6772 Ford truck hinges that bolt in the factory firewall location point. That is the first hinge that we made for this truck. We probably sold about 150 sets off this truck since we came out with it.
Well, guys, also listen, I'm gonna do a quick pan. We're gonna walk inside the shop. That was the fab section. Okay, guys are getting ready to go to lunch. That's the fab section there, and then this is where they do a lot of their metal work right here as well. This area right here.
We have our metalwork tools here. We have our Yoder hammer, our Pull Max, our Proline hammer, our Lazy B roller, our 2 wheels, magnetic brakes. So there's nothing we can't make out of sheet metal or aluminum at all. This is where we build our chassis. Suspension parts are all built over here. These are chassis that are basically off the table, getting dry assembled, either get picked up or shipped off. We ship chassis all over the world. That's why we're here in Tennessee now, because we ship 82% Midwest East Coast from California. And Tennessee, honestly, is great. I should have moved here 20 years ago.
Good, nice central location. So word to you guys on the West Coast, if you don't like the way it's being handled over there, come over here. Here we go.
This over here, these are our CNC centers. We have five machines here in-house. People ask all the time, do you make your parts in-house? We make our parts in-house. We machine design our parts in-house 100%, so it is 100% USA manufactured.
Awesome.
These are our new C10 brake pedals, clutch pedals, but for the 1960 through 1966 brake. And like I said, our pedals, you see the adjustable holes back there, you can actually also pedal left and right if you have a big foot or small foot on there. And this bolts into the factory location point. These machines run full time, ongoing deal from our rod ends, clevises, our ARM tubes. All of our tubes, we start off with 1 1/8 quarter-inch wall DOM tubing, and this is domestic made material. And you can see the wall thickness of that DOM. You can see the wall thickness there, and this taper right there, that's actually a machine threaded taper. That's not a bung welded on the end of our tube like some of our friendly competitors out there do. We machine it one piece. It is stronger, but it's also a lot more time consuming to machine the threads rather than take a bung and weld it in there. And we've been doing that since day one. And then over here, on our lathe over here, these are our C10 brake pedal pivots right here. Again, all machine billet. This right here, bronze bushing in here, oil pregnant bronze that we actually machine and press in there. So we don't have a Teflon washer in there. We don't have a Zerkfinger to grease it up. And that's standard in all of our off-the-shelf frame mount brake pedals that we do manufacture out of conventional steel plate. We use all of it. You can see the stock here, how we do it with right here. And start off with. And again, this is very expensive material that we buy, but it's machined, pressed in, and like I said, never wears out and so on. Over here, we got our conventional mills and lathes. It's manual mills and lathes over here. We have the CNC mills and lathes. Over here, these are our stations right here where we build all of our suspension parts. Everybody has a station right here from the crossbars, motor mounts, cables. Everything we do is TIG welded 100%. We use a lot of Lincoln machines. I guess you want to say we're more red than blue, but we have Miller in our shop as well. And they're not sponsor machines, they're bio machines. And but everybody has a station, everybody does their part. Right now we're at lunch right now, so it's a little quiet, which is good. And then over here is where we do our chassis at. We have these two tables here. We have a total of like 8 tables in the shop here we build our tables on. And we build our chassis on. This is a 3540 Ford chassis that we're doing right now. And then over here, these are just our conventional production saws that cut all the material in production. And that old green dual saw we've had for about 25 years, and that is our CNC band saw over here. Outside, we have roughly about 4 acres.
Impressive.
Of, 4 acres
like
of
going on
here.
over here.
That's our semi truck inside the garage there for there to park our semi truck in there. We have our other show trailer outside over here.
Whenever they just did a little cool thing, they just came back from California. Whenever you saw that truck right there on the road, you're supposed to take a picture of it, submit it in, and get yourself a free T-shirt. So we're gonna see how many emails they got later, how many guys were getting free T-shirts. But it's stuff like that, man. You know, we're just regular people with extraordinary skills, and we love what we do. So do me a favor, because we're gonna run out of time here. Thank you for visiting us, Scott. Man, thank you so much for a tour of the shop. I don't think a lot of people understand what you got. When he says in-house, this is one big roof in-house. That's what in-house means. So to me, I was impressed, and I hope you guys were too. Come see him August 8th and 9th next year, 2020, at the NCM track. That is the Pro Touring Truck Shootout date. So come see Scott. Come see the guys, meet them, talk to them, ask them questions about the chassis. Ask them what it does. And here's the deal. They're going to be out there performing. So the chassis is going to also speak for itself.
And that's with the airbag chassis too. Remember that.
He's dead set on the airbag chassis. So guys, thank you so much for another episode of Shop Talk. And wait till we go to the next shop. See y'all later. Bye-bye.